Have you ever looked closely at the loose change in your pocket and wondered if a single penny could be worth a small fortune? Most people pass over old pennies without a second thought, but one specific coin from the mid-1970s has sparked incredible mystery and excitement in the collecting world. The piece in question is the 1975 Lincoln penny that completely lacks a mint mark. To the untrained eye, it looks exactly like every other copper cent from that era, but its hidden story makes it a fascinating point of discussion for coin hunters everywhere. During 1975, the United States Mint was busy preparing for the upcoming bicentennial celebration, yet everyday commerce still required billions of regular pennies. This coin was struck by the millions to keep up with the demands of the American economy, meant for nothing more than buying newspapers or sitting in piggy banks. Like most pennies of its time, this coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, featuring the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the detailed Lincoln Memorial on the back. However, because it was minted in Philadelphia, it was intentionally produced without a letter below the date, which was standard practice for that facility. The real intrigue begins when we look for rare errors from this specific year. While a standard 1975 Philadelphia penny is incredibly common and worth only face value, collectors are always on the lookout for major mint mistakes, such as double dies or coins struck on the wrong metal blanks. While a normal pocket change version won't buy you much, an exceptional specimen that has survived in flawless, uncirculated condition can catch the eye of serious buyers. High-grade examples preserved in pristine mint condition have been known to fetch hundreds of dollars at major auctions, especially if they retain their original bright red copper luster. To tell a truly valuable 1975 penny apart from an ordinary one, you need to examine the coin under a strong magnifying glass. Look closely for any signs of doubling in the numbers and letters, and check if the coin has a pristine, mirror-like finish that indicates it was never touched by dirty hands in circulation. An amazing fact about these coins is just how many are still floating around unnoticed in old jars, cup holders, and couch cushions. Because billions were made, the chances are high that you have handled one of these exact Philadelphia cents at some point in your life without ever realizing it. Collectors love hunting for these pennies today because they represent the ultimate treasure hunt. It proves that you do not need a massive budget to participate in the hobby, as a highly valuable piece of history could be waiting right under your nose. So, before you throw your spare change into a jar or pass it to a cashier, take an extra second to look at the date. You never know when a simple 1975 penny might be the exact piece that changes your financial future forever. Imagine running your fingers through an old jar of pocket change and pulling out a common penny that turns out to be worth thousands of dollars. The 1976 Lincoln penny without a mint mark might look completely normal to the untrained eye, but for the right collector, a hidden detail can turn this humble piece of copper into an extraordinary treasure. This specific coin is known as the 1976 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, and it holds a unique place in American numismatic history. While the United States was celebrating its grand bicentennial year in 1976 with special quarters, halves, and dollar coins, the humble penny kept its classic appearance. Millions of these pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which historically did not use a mint mark on its coins. Because it was a high mintage year designed to meet the demands of a booming economy, billions went into circulation, making them incredibly common today. The design features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front, originally created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side showcases the classic Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo. What makes these 1976 pennies physically distinct from modern ones is their high copper content, as they are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them a heavy, satisfying feel and a rich reddish hue. While a typical worn 1976 penny is only worth its face value, certain examples are highly prized. The secret to its value lies in condition and rare mint errors. Pristine, uncirculated examples that have been locked away from the elements can fetch massive premiums because copper naturally degrades, spots, and loses its original luster over time. Finding a 1976 penny in near-perfect condition with its original bright red surface is a massive challenge for collectors trying to complete registry sets. Real auction results prove just how much collectors are willing to pay. A normal-looking 1976 Philadelphia penny in an astonishingly perfect grade of mint state 68 red shattered expectations when it sold at a major auction for nearly $8,000. Even slightly lower flawless grades can comfortably command hundreds of dollars. Beyond pristine condition, error hunters keep their eyes peeled for rare off-center strikes or doubled dies, where the letters or numbers appear faintly doubled, adding hundreds more to the value. To identify if you have a winner, you will need a strong magnifying glass or a digital coin microscope. First, check below the date 1976. If there is no letter beneath it, your coin was born in Philadelphia. Next, inspect the overall color and texture. A valuable coin must look fresh out of the mint, with sharp details on Lincoln's hair and the pillars of the memorial, completely free of scratches or heavy brown stains. Beware of machine doubling, which is a common manufacturing slip that looks like a flat shelf and adds no real value, compared to true double dies which show clear, raised separation. An amazing detail about these coins is that because they were minted by the billions, thousands of them are still sitting in forgotten piggy banks, cup holders, and attic boxes. They are hiding in plain sight all across the country, just waiting for someone to notice their perfection. Collectors love the 1976 no mint mark penny because it represents a fascinating crossroad of American history, combining the nostalgia of the bicentennial era with the thrill of the hunt. It serves as a perfect reminder that real fortune can often be found in the most unexpected places. The next time you receive a handful of change at the grocery store, take a second look at the dates. That worn, heavy copper penny might just be an ordinary cent, or it could be a flawless masterpiece worth a small fortune.